Hello and welcome back to Ultimate General American Revolution. We are once again having to fight the British over our front lines of Providence and Leicester and Fort Stevens and other bits and bobs on the outskirts of Boston, because for some reason our great General-in-Chief, me, keeps deciding to send our armies north to chase the dream of Quebec, and every time we do so, the Brits say thank you very much and cause us problems back in our heartland. So as we jump back into this action, our first port of call is going to be rustle up a sizable force to give the British another big bloody nose and hopefully a numerically favourable battle, after which there's a bit of a slow realisation that maybe we need to tidy up this corner of the world before we go off gallivanting elsewhere. But yeah, we'll let that happen as it does. So without any further ado, I'll hand you back over to live Twitch audio. Okay, 3,000 of the boys. How are you for provisions and ammo and stuff? You're okay. Your condition's a little low. So we outnumber them, although only just, although we are fully professional. 50 horses, not really much to write home about, mainly troops. So I think this time it's going to be about getting, well, a couple of things actually. For a start, I'm going to have you hold who you are, Inman. Weather's fine. I'm going to get Adgate here, actually, to pop into Leicester and just grab the last couple of hundred guys. Throw all my uniform on them and call that good enough, because that might make a difference given how close these numbers are. The other thing I'm going to do, and I think I will do it down here, down in New Haven, is let's get another infantry regiment. I still have some officers. Robbie Bobby Jr., which is a fantastic name, doesn't look great actually, so let's go for Jordan. You look a bit more competent. With the old brown bess. And I'll just do the kind of core infantry for you right now. We'll get, will I? No, let's go all the way. Skirmishers with Andre rifle. No, I'm brown best for just now. And then artillery with... some pretty poor guns, I'm afraid. 4-pound gallopers. That does not feel exciting. You won't let me create it because I don't got the basic guns for it. Okay. Okay, weirdly enough, you're all going to start on carbines. Which seems odd. Oh, I really am out of civilian muskets. That's interesting. Okay, but I just want to get them here and starting to build is the plan, and I'll slowly fill in with people and guns, and actually they'll fill quite up far because I've got 1,000 carbines. But what this says to me is that we need to increase our production of the old brown bess. So let's go. Oh, we're at 6. Okay. Next time we get bricks, I think let's build ourselves some new factories. And how are our soldiers here doing? We can give them speed. Speed might not be terrible. Actually, I'm going to stamina efficiency so we can use them as a bit of a charge. They're currently on infantry carbines here, but we actually probably have enough of the dragoon carbine, which give them much better melee combat height. They're just better all round, so that's good. Let's switch to that. Oh, I thought it said I had several hundred. Yeah, 368. No. I thought I said I had several hundred of those. Apply? Okay, I can do 2 of them. I can't do the third. I'm out by like 1 man. Fine. She'll do that. Okay. Should wait to the end of the day, I think it is. I also want to increase recruitment here. There's quite a good population in Leicester. Okay, the natives have fallen out with Spain. Fine. You didn't take your recruitment. Why not? Is it the end of the week? I can't remember. Definitely would like you guys to be boosted slightly before the fight. It's muskets. We won't have muskets for you. That's true. I don't think there's anything too consequential here. Okay. Yeah, none of the storage, none on the market. We are just out of muskets. However, what we can do is play around with... Oh, I thought we had enough of the others. I guess we don't. Perhaps we play around with nothing. Okay. No, I didn't really didn't want you to do that. I'd get... Although if only 199 of you, perhaps you just stay where you are. And I take just the 648, and then the militia is just a bunch of bodies, albeit with their terrible muskets. Maybe we'll do that. And we need to massively increase our rifle production. Okay, they're coming for a scrap. Let's give it to them. Alright, let's look at the terrain. So the Brits are all the way over there. So there's a nice kind of wood line here, although it does then stretch out into the open. But that's probably the best spot for this, I think. The militia units, I don't want to put you on the front. So you guys, let's have you over this way. You're going to go for my right flank. So you guys coming to the center. Might be worthwhile throwing you guys out there as a bit of a blocking force. That seems to be fine. We could almost have a bit of a secondary position here, actually. We'll see. I don't want to divide myself too much. I want you to help on the right flank. You're going to help in the center. Guns. You're actually in a reasonable position, and then I might try and put one where? Maybe just put them both here. It's a little exposed. We have to sally forth to help support them. Alright. Start battle. Quick pause. Likewise, let's see if I can get you in this position here. Put militia behind you for just now. I want you guys to... Yeah. Actually, no, you come over here. You come into this position. You come into that position. Maybe this is only 3 wide. Okay, we're holding the ground here. Covers... It's something. Right. I believe the Brits will come looking for a fight. We shall gladly fight out of cover. It's a bit condensed. I wish it was a bit wider. Which this might help with, actually. Oh, Light forces coming down here. You'll help screen my flank. Thank you, light man. And you will have to make do as a bit of a backup. Likewise over here, I'll be out in the open. Our cannons have opened up. Don't shoot them. That's a better target. I think you are going to have to come here because we may need to have to advance in front of our cannons if they get a little bit leery. Looks like they're pushing on this position quite hard. We should be able to offer some cannons in the flank. Yeah, you're going to have to... I'm going to have to get my cannons to fall back slightly. Let's have you come here. Let's have you pull back. Ooh, nice canister shot there. Otherwise, this seems to be okay. Let's see if you guys can annoy these light infantry. Just to get them to go away. Okay, the first Brits have broken. That's a lot of skirmishers here. That's fine, just stop, turn, fire. I need you back in action. I think I almost want to try and hold you where you are, which is risky. If we can get a nice canister shot over here, that might be enough. Oh! Oh! Okay. Oh, our lines here are broken. Let's get our reserves up. So you threaten their flanks, and I think I'll use you just to stop gap in the middle. Oh, they are charging. They are outnumbered. I'm going to tell you to stop so we don't shoot our own men. It's an annoying side effect. No, you don't. Okay, now shoot them. I'm annoyed we broke. I'm really annoyed we broke, actually. Okay, over here has gone quite okay. Middle's looking a little hairy. Let's get you involved. Let's get you guys to help come support. Okay. So we've plugged this gap, which is good. Keep shooting them out in the open. That's the one that's really going to swing things in our favour. You guys stand forward, please. Oh. Don't break. I think you were maybe just getting shot in the flank a little bit. I wonder if you could annoy them. Probably not enough for you, to be honest. It's a little touch and go. Our guns are rubbish. Both of them use weighted numbers here just to cause enough damage to see them off. Like that. Okay, good. And then if we can try and roll them up a little bit, just to alleviate some of this pressure. Okay, I'm actually going to have you guys fall back. Try and reform our lines a little bit. I actually need you guys to advance almost. I don't mind you going forward, but it needs to be over in this direction. Okay, how are we holding? Are we holding? Back in the fight, back in the fight. This militia is doing actually sterling work. Well, you're going to get annihilated by cannonry in a minute. So do you know what? Fall back. Let's not throw your lives away. Okay, you guys are in a terrible position. You fall back. Yeah, and you're broke. Okay, which was not unexpected, to be honest. That was. Okay, need you guys to come back around this way. Who have we got? Get yourself over there. We might be able to ninja some of their artillery. These guys are going to break and run. I don't know what you guys are doing. I don't think you know either. They broke, which is not a shocker. Right, you boys are exhausted. Militia, you need to stand in firm here. They're coming back for another wave. I think the casualties here are going to be fairly even. I do feel like we might just have the edge. They've managed to kind of get a good block in one place here. Oh. Yeah, see them off, please. Okay. I feel like my second wave is bigger than theirs. That whole... Or is this reinforcements? Oh, that may be it. This is not people who've run away and come back in a fight. This is other people coming onto the field of battle. Okie doke. Now that's starting to clear. The Brits are being relentless in the centre here. Credit to them. Unless you're doing well just standing, to be perfectly honest. Right, you guys just stand here. Right, I don't think these guys are going to last long, but numbers are getting very, very low. There we go. Just like that. Whew, that was a hard one, I think. And not only I didn't get to inflict huge casualties on the guys running away or nab their cannons. Two shatters though. Alright, let's see what it looks like. We lost 900, they lost 1300. So, yeah. We did lose 4 guns though, which is annoying. That was painful. That was much more painful than the fort. They've still got about half a force there, but we'll do our best to, you know, chase them on the world map and kill them off there. The straying bit, we're probably going to get away a lot of them. Okay, more support. Nice, I'll take that. They have indeed made it all the way back to Middlesbrough, where there's a great many of them. Could do with grabbing all these guns. You did well there, Eggman. Not necessarily expected to perform so well against the Brits, but you did. Credit to you. Bit 94 rifles, hopefully they're reasonable ones. Capture Providence. Hey, what good timing. 5 stars, 5,000 money, 34 days. Yes, boss man. That should be doing... How long have we got in Quebec? 113 days still. Okay, fine. And there's no time limit on Boston. Good. Oh, nice. Free money. I won't say no to that. Yeah, and we'll get everyone just in to see if we can replenish with whatever we can. And then, do I want to push on Middlesbrough? Partly, although I don't really have the forces to garrison it. Although you've become a full unit, which is nice. You are still my militia boys. Debatably holding forts. I'd rather... Yeah, okay. You're up to full unit. Oh yeah, but with dodgy guns. Do I want to send you in the front line? Not hugely, but until we get your guns sorted. How's my production? What are we up to? 9 a day. That does not feel like very many guns. Yeah, thanks for the money. Much appreciated. Yeah, you guys have plenty of capacity. Fine. I think what we need to do now is expand, continue to try and expand our production. We've got some bricks in. Is that enough to build a factory somewhere? I want to avoid New York, which is most of it. Could do it up in New Hampshire, but I think doing it up in Canada is probably better. Can I not afford this? 40 bricks. I cannot afford this. How long will it take you to build that, by the way? Where are we? 42 days, 83. Fine, that's okay. I'm building a factory in Kingston at the minute, actually, so that is progressing. Yeah, Montreal, 999 plus days. Interesting. Hubbardton's finally building at 590 days. Yeah, 1,000 days, 1,000 days. Okay, this, some of these infrastructure upgrades are taking a while. That's okay, we'll just leave them to it. Okay, Spain keeps doing its thing. Fine. Well, if we can't do the factories, I was going to say let's do the barracks. We can't do the barracks either. So let's not do that. You don't even have a recruiting house though, so let's maybe drop that in. Appreciate you've got some repairs to do beforehand. I'm going to move these boys out and up to Fort Rice. And I hope I can remember the fact that they don't have proper guns. Now what we could do is completely abandon our Quebec campaign for just now. In fact, that's my way to do it, and bring these guys south. Come to Hubbardton first. Help us push out Middlesbrough. Yeah, we'll do that. Should actually recruit a unit here, to be honest. You guys have not bad numbers. I will do when I have guns. I mean, we could just muster our forces and have a go at Boston itself, but... Quebec. The dream that is 600 in Salem. It's not many. Well, capturing Salem by itself doesn't do much for us. Sweet ammunition and 1,000 Charlottesville 66s. Nice. 1,000 guns is pretty good. I'm tempted to give them to Shack here. But no, let's raise another unit. Do I have anyone capable? You look capable. You guys can have some Charlottevilles. Still won't really have any cannons, I'm afraid. Did I capture anything interesting? I'm gonna know. You can have 6-pounders. That's not too bad, is it? Oh, and yeah, I forgot I need to change you out from that to Charlotteville. So you can be the Charlotteville Brigade. Cool. Won't have enough for a full unit just yet, but that'll tick in. And we'll actually, by the time Stark gets here, might free up another regiment to throw in. We'll have, yeah, on our way to 2 full brigades, which isn't shabby in the slightest. Agriculture is complete in Fort Stevens. Good. Which, I can't remember where that is. Yeah. I don't know if I started that, if the English started that, or who started that, but okay. It's either way, it's done. Do you know what might be good? Right, this is potentially bold. Requin, you get out there. Come south. We have things that we need to take care of. You, good sir, get in the fort. You are my garrison with not proper weapons. Although I have 500, I'm almost gonna have Charlotteville, but no, I'll hold on to them. Okay, bricks have come through. Let's see if we can get another factory going. Yeah, up in Montreal I think is okay. Although, actually, were you doing infrastructure? Yes, yes, and it's going to take you forever to do that. So, do you know what? Let's not put a factory there because you're not actually going to build one. So where could we put one? We could stick one in Providence and Newport, actually. So this seems to tell me you... Oh, no, it's here, Rhode Island. Yeah, okay, let's do that. That's fine. And that uses up all their bricks, essentially. Money's still holding, which is nice. In fact, I might be tempted to... I don't want to push my training level up. That uses... Oh. 40 ammunition a day. No, let's not do that. Don't have that yet. I will go up to 7 factories on this side of things. And I don't know what our expected salary is. Minus 6% morale at 0.7. 0.8 I think is reasonable then. We'll do that. We'll jump into our production. Okay, we're up to 12 guns a day. It's not terrible. Do another agreement. Not quite yet. One day. Okay. Why do you guys have no food? Okay, pop into Aberdeen, please. Aloha? I wanted you to come have a nosy at Portsmouth, potentially. Okay, come to Rice.
Advance quickly.
You guys are doing a silly thing with the natives again. 830. Okay, we might make a play here. We just clear out Middlesbrough. Oh, it's a lot of Middlesbrough. And try and clear out Portsmouth and Salem as well. Just, I mean, again, we probably won't be able to necessarily hold them forever, but it might give us a better platform to build upon. You guys are both looking super duper happy. You guys are all looking happy. Do have to worry about leaving Leicester undefended when we gather the forces. But we can always grab our militia boys in Newport. Let's send them up to Leicester, and we will leave Newport undefended during the offensive. So actually I have 2 brigades and 1 other regiment. Which is not shabby at all. So you good sir, get into Leicester. You guys... Oh, I don't want... the Creeks have given us a gift, thank you. British are preparing... Britain's actively recruiting foot regiments and mercenaries from across Europe. Okay. Informants in Britain report that 21,000 soldiers remain in reserve to sail to the colonies. That feels like a big number. I'm not going to lie.
Through.
Oh, project finished. Okay, happy we did that. I don't know what intelligence officer was doing, to be perfectly honest. I think we were going down the kind of... This one, loyalty, production, resource cost, potentially? I can't remember. We'll do that. Okay, so we are going to have best part 4,000 men here in the summer of 1776. In fact, if we just took our professional troops, that's 4,800. That's not terrible. Oh, you're all out of food. Well, do you know what? I actually have an answer for that. Here you come. You can indeed give your food to troops. Let's get you over here. There's too many people in Providence. Let's pop you out. We'll get a supply wagon, even though we're not going very far. And then we'll move in on Middlesbrough and give them a good old kicking. Was more diplomacy stuff? Yeah, we'll do that first. We've got trade deals and things with everyone. France, we're not trading with you currently. Let us trade. Ooh. 740 more guns. That's not terrible. It's a lot of money. No, let's just make money and we'll build our own guns. Okay, this feels like a chunky army. Let us head out and have a good old clash in Middlesbrough. Especially considering we've only got 1 militia unit here. So this represents quite a force we've pulled together. Okay. So yeah, 5,500 men. So 5,000 professional soldiers. That's definitely a new high watermark against 3,000 Brits. As ever, the problem is going to be replenishment, guns. Ooh, that's a lot of lines. Okay. Gentlemen. We don't have necessarily a great position. I'm tempted actually to pull back slightly. Take a position kind of on this hill and into this field. And almost let them have the point. I don't really care that much about it. and try and kill them in the open, and then we could put a little bit of a more flank over here. Okay, if we're going to do that, where's artillery going to set up? We could set them up on this kind of ridge line here. That's not terrible. I just want to set up one grand battery. Maybe. Okay, we're going to have to tidy this up after the fact, just because the way things are. So let's get you guys... Yeah, I don't think that's terrible. Starting to dig out a front line here. Let's have you boys over supporting my flanks. I do want to try and extend just a little bit forward here, although I do have to watch myself. Okay, let's start playing it. Who else we got? You guys can move forward to the edge of this wood line. You can move forward to the edge of the wood line. Yeah, let's bring one cannon in behind the support there. We've got some supplies, which is nice. Okay, we're doing some overfilling this gap. And then we can maybe have some light infantry on our right flank as well, just to protect that. Okay, the Brits, they are a-coming. Now, I have given them, to be fair, I've given them quite a nice target here, which is maybe slightly foolish in terms of, you know, being able to defeat me in detail if he was so inclined. Question will be, is he so inclined? That's some other random light infantry I've got. Yeah, my right flank is kind of outrunning my army right now. I do want to hold a couple of chunk units in reserve, so I'll bring you boys in. Yeah. Supply needs to be behind the fighting lines, traditionally. I can have one unit of supply come over this way to support. Get yourselves out the way. Okay. This boy's in trouble. I'll happily march out and educate him on the error of his ways. There should be another light infantry unit here somewhere. Yeah, there. Yeah, they're trying to flank wide with their infantry, but that's so be it. Right, this is a bit of a stand-up fight, which I'm not necessarily on board with. They have broken and run, which is good. I think we're going to have to fall back here. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Right, let's see if we can envelop. And you know what? Let's use our light infantry. The way light infantry is kind of supposed to be run. Push you boys back up there. And we'll see if we can get some flanks on. Center is holding okay, actually. Again, this is a little bit of a weak point. And we will have to watch. And yeah, I think these boys are going to take a bit of punishment today. Skirmishings are skirmishing. Skirmishers are skirmishing. Get yourself back a little bit. Please and thank you. Yeah, don't turn. But they're going to hopefully run away. Oh, hello. I wonder if I can engage in there right here. We should be able to move forward a little bit. Oh, hello. You naughty man. Leave me alone. Let's see if we can take these guys out before they obliterate us. It'll slightly depend on how fighty they're feeling. That was a good little flank they did. Here, yeah, this seems to be okay. We've got a bit of an L, albeit not a perfect one. Over on this side, yeah, you guys, I don't know, fall back rather than march with your backs to people. Flanking forces have kind of stymied each other. In the center, I don't see anything to be too worried about. It looks like we're going to break those cannons. Beautiful. Yeah, you guys are probably going to lose this fight, but buy me time. That's all I ask, is for time. Right, I think we can start to roll up some of these lines, to be honest. I feel like this fight is actually going supremely well. Huh. And there's a confirmation. I don't think losses are crazy on their side. I think a good number are about to skate back to Boston. But I also don't think we lost crazy numbers. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, they lost 1,000 men. I was not expecting that. We lost 400, so about casually, 2.5 to 1. I'll take that. It's a good day at the office. What's not good at the office is their inevitable retreat into one massive 5,000 men in Boston. Okay. Oh, some surrenders there, actually. So some of them have made it out, but not as many as you might think, actually. Okay, we're out of food. Why do you boys need to eat all the time? Right, Eggman, you're going to come to the Middlesbrough start. Why don't you go back to Providence? See what supplies there are there. Not many. It's getting there, but I think this is probably going to fill up before he sends things out. Okay, Middlesbrough is ours. There's 5,000 men in Boston.
Hold the line.
Right, why don't you head out towards... in fact, can you grab these guns first before you do anything? Our supply wagon has got ammo, so let's maybe just pull you back over this way as well. Again, I'm tempted just to kind of punch in and take Salem. If I do so, how are you supplied? It's not worth it unless I take Portsmouth, which we potentially could do. And isolate Boston a little bit. Where are you going, Brown? Can I draw you out in a foolish way? I think I can. Hubbardton is unhappy. Cause of an uprising. Did I really need to hold troops in Hubbardton? That is disappointing. Alright, go and see if you can't put down the Hubbardton rebellion riots, whatever you want to call it. I bet they've got militia now as well. Ugh. Now you're going to come south, and you're going to cut off his retreat. You foolish man, Brown. Are we going to cut off his retreat?
Steady, men.
Yes. Nice. Okay, hang on. We've prompted a response here. So we're sallying forth with a large number of men, which I think we can possibly use to our advantage. 6. We had, what, 5? I don't know, I can't remember now. You know, I think this might be a good chance to strike, and potentially we just take Boston and give up on my Quebecian dreams. Let's do this quick battle, and then we'll probably have to put pause in there and leave it for next time. I think we've done some good work this evening. Not in the direction necessarily I wanted to do, but we are absolutely inflicting pain and suffering upon them. Okay. Ooh, wavy lines. I don't think these boys have much fight in them. So we need to probably act fairly quickly. Get yourself into the trees. Get forward a little bit. Get forward a little bit. We want any kind of prisoners. And I do want prisoners. Let me be very clear about that. Let's see they run. See how they run. Yeah. Oh well, never mind. We'll have to settle for a good old victory the old-fashioned way. Be good if we can try and get up the field before the army breaks, so we can at least destroy these cannons. Always a pleasure destroying cannons. Right, open fire on them. You open fire on them. You continue to move in this direction. There you go. I want you to run. 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 Come on, break. Damn you. Okay. Couple more hundred dead, that's okay. He is happily routing. Okay, and you guys are going to come in this way. Oh, not too dull. Okay, I'm going to have him and try and pull a little bit west here. I want you guys to come up due north. We'll see, yeah, we should be able to pull a fight on reasonable terms here. Okay, fight has been engaged. Let's get these guys. And you guys can stop there, that's okay. Stop. I didn't read that. Thing happened. Come on. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now you boys are in trouble. Alright. Although I think you're going to start with some dodgy morale. Oh, you've actually run. How long? Okay. Inman, you did so well. Now they're starting to run. Okay, you've recovered. Let's see if we can head back in the vaguely the same direction. Where are you going, Stark? Okay, it says we're up against 2,900 of them, but they're all over the place. I think we're going to take this battle. So pause the game. I'm going to call it there. Okay. Yeah. I think we are making a little bit of progress here in terms of the numbers of troops which we're getting. I feel like we're fighting over the same old places and we're struggling to really crack the Brits. This might be the opportunity if we give them a couple of good smooshes here just to take Boston and Salem and Portsmouth and be done with it. I think maybe that's where we're going to go. Cool, but anyway, thanks for coming out. Always a pleasure, and I'll see you next time. Cheerio.